Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another day. As you guys saw, we just got V8 bay all prepped for painting the engine bay, and man, that took quite a while, but we definitely made some good progress. This thing's all taped off, ready to be painted today. I'm just gonna finish off by wiping it down one more time, and we need to get the garage a little bit warmer. So first off, as you can tell, I've cleaned my area here, and we're gonna pull hyper glue out so that way we don't get any overspray over it. And this thing is completely taped over. Sounds like the dogs are freaking. So as I was saying before, we got interrupted by the dogs because they saw the next door puppy over here out back. Hi. Hi. They saw her out back, so they're freaking out. So we need to get hyper glue out of the garage and get this garage all warmed up. Like I was saying though, I don't know if it caught it. We got this thing all taped up, ready to go. So let's get hyper glue outside. It's decent out today. At least it's not raining, at least not yet. And I really hope it doesn't. So we'll get it outside. It's gonna be outside pretty much all day, and then we'll get it back in tonight. So let's pull this thing out. Well, we got this thing outside now, and it is very dusty, but unfortunately it's gonna just have to wait until it gets nicer out and we can actually use our water to be able to actually get this thing all cleaned up. Hopefully it doesn't rain today, because that's gonna be a huge mess if it does because of all the dust. But now that we have this all the way open over here, I'm gonna go ahead and get the garage closed, get the heaters going, get it up to temperature, and then we can finally wipe this thing down and get some paint going. Now while we're waiting here, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing wiped down with a bunch of alcohol. Make sure that everything is 100% clean and ready to be painted today. So let's go ahead, get that done, and then we'll get this place warmed up so we can start putting down some primer on all of our bare metal. And then we're probably gonna have to let that dry, maybe sand that out if we need to, and then we'll move on to the next stage of getting color down. We are making some good progress, but unfortunately, I ran out of color, guys. This paint color is kind of different. It comes out, I almost didn't think it was the right color. You guys might notice when I was looking at it, I was like, what the heck? Because it came out more of like a blue, but you just really have to put several coats. So once I got it, several coats in, this is what we're looking like right now. Man, she is looking good. Now I know some of you might give me shit for using rattle can, but to be honest with you, I've never used a paint gun. I don't know how. And I've done a lot of Honda engine bays in my past with rattle can, and it has looked great. We are using a quality paint and clear and primer, so we should have good results. This thing is already looking killer. We don't even have any clear on here, and man, this focus is looking really good. We still need more color here. There, we're starting to get the color that we need, but we obviously need to do a lot more color because this is all primer. So I'm gonna go get 2 more cans mixed up with that stuff and then come back and we'll go back over this thing and hopefully get it to the point to where we're ready for some clear. We are back and we got our paint, and taking a look at this, guys, this is looking freaking killer. I mean, this looks so good. Super happy. Now it's time to go ahead and finish this bay off so we can get some clear coat on this. But man, does this look good, guys. I couldn't be any happier with it and how it's coming out. So let's get us knocked out. Well guys, I jumped ahead because I'm sure I'm already boring you as it is with all this paint and bodywork stuff, because that's not usually what we have on the channel. But I went ahead, jumped ahead, got the clear coat laid down, and I'm super happy with how this thing came out. Just take a look. I mean, this thing looks so good. It's still drying. As it dries, it gets a bit more glossy, but I mean, you can't ask for anything more. This is just looking killer. No Subaru engine bays anymore come clear coated, or I don't think they ever did. So definitely gonna be a nice change, seeing it being nice and clean. And with our new motor setup, I can't wait to see this thing all together. Now that we got the bay done, that means we can actually start putting this car together instead of taking it further and further apart every time we work on it. So I'm really excited to be able to get this thing together, start making some progress, start seeing it all come together. We do have most of everything already here. Obviously the transmission is not, you guys know that, and we're waiting on that. I don't really want to put the motor in until I get the transmission back, just because it's a lot easier to put the tranny in and then the motor in, as you guys are seeing. But I do have the block here. I need to assemble it. I get the heads tomorrow, so I have everything to make it into a long block, have it in the car. Obviously we have the whole turbo kit. Everything's done. It's just down to miscellaneous small stuff now, so you guys know how that goes with builds. It's always the small stuff that ends up killing you. But really hope you guys have enjoyed this. Kind of something different on the channel. We obviously don't do paint and body work all the time, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with how it turned out with not doing it all the time. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Maybe we'll do more of this stuff, I don't know. But can't wait, get this thing together. I believe that's gonna wrap this up it's pretty dark out now and late into the day, so I'm gonna get Hyper Blue back in here. I got my little Get a Rig fan over there running, but I'm gonna get Hyper Blue in here and make sure all this overspray is out of here. I'm also gonna go ahead and unwrap the car too, because once all the overspray is out, that's fine. It's gonna need to dry, which is fine. We're gonna just let it dry for several days, so that way we don't have any worries of this paint being soft and nicking it, because I don't want any scratches in here, just kind of like how it was before where there was a bunch of scratches. We don't want that. So hope you guys liked the video. This is gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys into the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane.